Hey everyone, MCG Legos and Gaming here. Welcome to another video. Happy May the 4th, everyone. May the 4th, 2020. It's definitely an interesting year, but hey, we're here. Star Wars is here. The Clone Wars finale came out today, and you know, it was sad. It did make me cry. But it provided a opportunity, for me at least. The entire Siege of Mandalore arc did, personally. So, I realized that when the episodes corresponded chronologically with Revenge of the Sith, I knew something in my heart told me what I had to do. And what I had to do, logically, was make some sort of list or timeline on how to watch the Siege of Mandalore arc along with Revenge of the Sith chronologically so the events match up. And that's what this video is. I made a document, I printed it out, I'm going to try it out, but I want to share this with you guys so you guys can do it too. So I'm going to be breaking it down. This took me absolute hours to do, but for you guys it's going to be about 5 minutes. Without further ado, let's get into it. So, first thing you want to do is start the first episode of the Siege of Mandalore arc, and that would be Part 1, Old Friends Not Forgotten. And you're going to want to play it through, and at the 16 and 19 minute mark, at this moment right here, what you're going to want to do is start Revenge of the Sith. Because by the time it reached about the 18-19 minute mark, that is when the Battle of Coruscant and the beginning of the Siege of Mandalore actually start. Unfortunately, we're going to fast forward through this incredibly awesome fight sequence, and some of the music actually corresponds with the Revenge of the Sith fight sequence, so it connects. So, you've reached the end of Part 1, Old Friends Not Forgotten. Now it's time to move on to Part 2, The Phantom Apprentice. Now, luckily for us, the second episode is a direct sequel to the first one. Obviously, because the first one is in a cliffhanger. Anyway, what you're going to want to do is let it play all the way through, but you're going to want to stop it at the 3 minute mark. Now, next thing you're going to do is at the same time as you're pausing at the 3 minute mark, you want to pause Revenge of the Sith at 56 minutes and 2 seconds. Because that leads into Obi-Wan having this conversation with Ahsoka, Rex, and Bo-Katan. And this fits in chronologically. So you're going to let the rest of the episode play through. At 13 minutes and 3 seconds, what you should do is unpause Revenge of the Sith. Him riding with the lizard creature, and then the rest of the battle of the Siege of Mandalore up until they capture Maul will play out. Next, pause Revenge of the Sith at 1 hour and 55 seconds. That's when Obi-Wan loses his lightsaber. The rest of the Siege of Mandalore will play out, and it will end on Ahsoka looking up at the sky. Again, awesome scene. Now you're finally ready to move on to Part 3, Shattered. So this next part is pretty tricky, but it works out in order for the scenes to become simultaneous. When Captain Rex comes up and says, "Commander," you're going to want to unpause Revenge of the Sith at 1 minute and 56 seconds. That way, the scene where Mace Windu says, "I sense a plot to destroy the Jedi," plays out about a couple milliseconds off, but for the most part, it is spot on. Next, pause Part 3 at 4 minutes and 48 seconds. Once Revenge of the Sith reaches 1 hour 15 and 18, when Anakin says, "What have I done?" unpause Part 3. That way, it connects with each other. Now, Order 66. This is a huge help for the connectivity, but basically, because it's a few seconds off because he still has to contact everyone, Revenge of the Sith should be at 1 hour 20 and 52. Star Wars: The Clone Wars should be at 10 minutes and 22 seconds. And that's all you really need. You move on to Part 4, the finale, Victory and Death. So, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this. This is definitely a long process. It's definitely sad to see the Clone Wars go, but I'm happy we got it. So guys, please enjoy, and may the 4th be with you.